Yeah, like for me, how I look at life, yeah, is like you see before you was born, like nothing really mattered, right? And like even when you're younger, like things don't really matter. But it's only kind of like when you get more involved into like the world and depending on like, the decisions your parents make and like the decisions you make, your life starts to like shape itself.
Yeah.
And I feel sometimes people don't recognize that and they end up like focusing on things that are not important or getting involved in things that are not important. Do you know what I'm saying? So like for me, how I look at it is like, cool. I realized before I got here, nothing mattered. When I was younger, nothing mattered. But things only started to matter depending on what type of school I went to, the people I mixed with, and like the things I got in like involved with would shape my life. So once you understand that when you're young, like you can sort of control the outcome of your life. Do you know what I mean? Like I would say when I was younger, I wasn't really aware of that. But looking back now when I'm older, I realized, oh no, like if I knew that, I could have took even more control. Do you know what I mean? And been more intentional
Yeah.
with the people I had around me, the decisions that I made, because really and truly, nothing matters. It's only the things you get involved with. You start to think it matters because it just becomes part of the regular routine. You get it?
I think I think that's a good point actually. For me, this is what I think happens to a lot of human beings, right? Like I think a lot of people want connections with certain individuals for whatever reason. Do you know what I'm saying? They want connections. So like for example, in school, someone might copy what another kid on the classroom done because they want that connection with someone, whether it's good or bad. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people find it easier to get bad interactions than good interactions with people because it's just easier to make someone angry than to put a smile on someone's face a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And like you said, when you keep doing things like that, it becomes part of your character
Yeah.
because you're constantly doing them and you think that it works because you're getting that connection you want. And it almost becomes, because you do it so much, second nature to you. You see what I'm saying? I think that's what a lot of people do. Do you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people just get in bad habits, and once they're in the bad habits, like some people can change them, but a lot of people don't want to change them because, like you said, they think it's hard. They get told they're hard, and then the longer that goes on with that bad mentality, that you think like that, the harder they are to change. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, I think that's what it is. People change themselves for connections, and they just from there the habits get bad. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'd say for me.
And what I notice is like things only like this might be techie for some people, but this is just the understanding I have in it, or like the understanding I have. Like, is things only become real to you if you allow it to become real. Like you said, if you get attached to it, if you get connected to it. So, for example, like let's say you said, "I'm not good at football." Depending on my connection to that statement and that attachment to to that statement depends will make it either real to me or not real to me. So it depends on my mindset. Do you know what I mean? If I'm attached to that and if I'm attached to what you say, then I'm going to be upset. Do you know what I mean? Or if I'm not attached to that statement and I just laugh it off and brush it off, that has no power over me. It's not real to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And
What do
this,
you have to say to that?
nah, it's true. It's 100% true. Like you said, it's just how you interpret information, really. Like, for example, man played football this year, and we played a team the week before, and a team in the cup final, the same team in the cup final the week before, yeah. And that team was saying that, do you know what I mean? They were saying that to me, this guy's no good, he's just quick, things like that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, it doesn't bother me because for me, them even mentioning my name shows that they're affected. Do you know what I mean? They're affected by what I say or what I was doing. So the fact that someone mentions you and feels emotionally attached to bring it up shows that actually you don't need to look at yourself. You need to look at what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because the fact that they want to put you down and keep you below them, they probably see you as a threat.
Yeah.
They see you as a threat. And that's you asked me actually before we recorded, what's the biggest problem? I think it's mentality, but because people are so scared, they don't enhance their mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? Because people are scared of what they don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? So when people mention comments about them and how they are, how they look, things like that, it bothers them. I don't think there's like anything anyone can say to me that will offend me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what can you say? If I can't change it, it is what it is. If I can change it, I'll change it. You know, that's how you got to look at it. And like you said, at the end of the day, them saying it doesn't matter. It only matters if you put value into things like that. Things are only worth what you put value into. So if someone says something and you don't agree with it, don't put value into it. And you'll forget they said it. Do you know what I'm saying? You'll forget they said it. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah.
For me.
So that's what I kind of realized, bro. Is like I always go back, and that's how I keep myself grounded. Is that I always go back to like before I even got here, and when I was younger, nothing mattered. Do you know what I mean? It only started to matter once you get older. You start interacting with people. You know, like depending on the friends you have, you get drawn to that different ways, and then more stuff gets added to your life. But when you realize, like nothing matters, and only the things I put energy into starts to matter and shape my life, then you can take more control. And I think that's why, like with me, a lot of people will say, "Oh, like I'm very calm or very peaceful," but it's because I understand that concept. I understand like I'm in control. Nothing matters unless like I make a decision for it to matter. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm very like protective over where I put my energy. I don't just put my energy anywhere. I'm very intentional with it.
And
you know,
that's a good word used, control. When something's in control, nothing goes wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's controlled, it's running smooth, right? When people have emotional outbursts, they get angry, they get upset, whatever it is, it's because they're not in control of the situation.
Yeah.
And it's like anything in life. Like if you don't control the thing, it just gets worse and worse and gets out of hand.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you've got to look at life like, I want to control my life, my emotions. So I'm not going to put value into what someone else does, what someone else says, because like you said, like you're just wasting your energy. Do you know what I'm saying? If we listen to, at the end of the day, anyone can have an opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. For me, it's just put energy, what you want to put energy into, do you know what I'm saying? And you'll see results. And that's why I think a lot of people don't get the results they want, because their energy is going here, there. And then maybe they're putting so much energy over here that what they're doing for themselves here, they haven't got enough energy to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
So I think like a good thing for people to remember is things are only worth what you value them.
Yeah.
Remember that. And that's with anything in life.
Yeah.
So just keep on your goals, stay on what you want to do, and whatever obstacles are in the way, just go up and around them. Do you know what I'm saying?
And let me rephrase it a little bit as well. Like, I'm not saying nothing matters, but what I'm saying is a lot of the time, the things you invest in and you get caught up in doesn't matter. For me, I would say the only things that do matter to me is just being righteous, being a person of character, and obviously looking after my family while I'm here. But anything else outside of that doesn't allow me to progress, that doesn't allow me to become the best version of myself, that doesn't allow me to help others around me, I'm not getting involved in that. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a waste of time. All I'm focused on is growth, elevation, uplifting the ones around me, inspiring others. And if anything else is trying to take me off that track, I don't invest my time into it or my energy into it. Because at the end of the day, once you leave here, the only thing that matters is what type of legacy you left here, or what type of character you left here. All that drama and negativity won't matter. Do you know what I mean? All that does is it just causes you to have a bad experience here. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, that's why when they leave like schools or universities or jobs where there's like a big amount of people, they become lost and isolated because they don't know how to process things and go at life without having like loads of people around them where they can, do you know what I'm saying, put their energy into other people. Because they put so much of their time into other people, they don't know how to put time into themselves.
Facts.
So for me, I think a lot of people, when they don't realize that till they leave certain places
Yeah.
and things like that. But I think as soon as you realize it, and you get that feeling, it's a good feeling, because that's when you know, yeah, time to work on me. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I say to people: if you're feeling lonely and isolated, just think of that as time to work on yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? And when I say lonely and isolated, I don't mean like not doing anything. I mean when you maybe think you haven't got the people around you that you used to have and things like that. That's probably a sign that they weren't people that really cared about you.
Yeah.
Because they're not there for you now when you feel that way. So for me, just always try and look how you can better yourself. And what normally happens is you put good energy out there. Yeah, you don't get wrong, people will try and stop your good energy, but you're also going to attract people that have positive energy as well. That's what I would say. You know what I mean? You normally meet people where you're aligned because you're being positive, and there are positive people out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There are positive people out there, definitely.
For sure.
Definitely, bro.
So yeah, and yeah, I'll just say like, just stop investing your energy and stop being attached to things that are not gonna elevate you and help you become better, because it's just a waste of time at the end of the day. You know, so the best way to do that is just reflect, journal, and when you face those situations, just remain silent. Think to yourself, is it worth it? Because a lot of the time when you're in a situation, you realize like, that's not even that deep. That's just gonna bring me more trouble, you know? So yeah, that's what I would say. Remember, decision making is everything. So, you know, like every decision you make shapes your life. Just remember that.
And self-respect is key, people. Self-respect is so important. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't expect other people to have respect for you when you don't even respect yourself. So keep that self-respect, value everything you do. Don't think, oh, I'm gonna allow this for a few minutes. No, you put respect and value in everything you do. Make sure that like you said, every decision you're making a good decision, because you're doing it for the best of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't let things become, don't lower your standards, is what I'm trying to say, to fit in or to make someone else feel better. No, you keep your standards high. Do you know what I mean? You respect yourself and be a high value person. Do you know what I'm saying? Feel like you're contributing. Do you know what I'm saying? When you get in the habit of making good decisions, it becomes easy, because all you're doing is you're just doing what you do naturally. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not thinking too hard about it. So I would say, and this would be my main message for the video, respect yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Put your value into the right things, definitely.
No, I agree. Yeah, like Clayton said, respect yourself, and you know, just agree with yourself from now and going forward that you're just gonna think like a winner. When you think like a winner, you don't do things that are mediocre. You don't do things that are gonna go into like lower your standards. When you think like a winner, you do everything with excellence. You do everything with greatness. Do you know what I mean? You do everything at your best. So I would say, you know, just start thinking like a winner. Shape your environment into a winning environment. And everything you do is about winning. Is about just becoming the best. That should be it. Like just becoming the best at what you can do and inspiring everyone that's around you. And that's what I would say.
Definitely. Unique perspectives, people, and we're out.